As you all know, we've had a lot of great figures that come out this year. And everybody, including myself, would tell you that they're the best thing since sliced bread. But even those amazing figures have problems. So in this video, we talk about great figures with bad problems. Let's dive in. Okay, so at number 5, we have Spider-Man New Red and Blue, as we all affectionately call the final swing suit from No Way Home. Now look, this suit is amazing. The figure itself just great. The head sculpt is probably the best Tom Holland is the best Tom Holland head sculpt ever produced by Hot Toys. But that damn suit, like many Spider-Man figures, it's a crease magnet. Now, they have improved the technology, especially on this suit, where it comes back into place pretty well better than other Spider-Man figures do. But you still have those creases there, and you still gotta be, you gotta be wary of creasing and posing it and making sure that you pose it just right and trying to iron it out. It's a lot, especially when you just want to pose the figure, have fun with it, and especially with all the money that we spent on this, you would have think they would have fixed that technology or would have improved the technology of the figures. The fact of it is they have with this one, but it is still something that you got to look out for. It's not the biggest problem in the world. It isn't, but it is something that has to be addressed. And so at number 4, we have Days of Future Past 1973 Wolverine. And look, this figure is amazing. One of my favorite figures, and he features the seamless forearms where you can see the claws and everything, and he just looks amazing. What they don't tell you is when you're trying to pull off the arms out of the sockets, it is damn near impossible. I thought I was going to break this figure. It just is a pain in the ass. Even now, when I swap out those arms, I put them in I barely put them into the peg, so if I pull on them just enough, they'll pull right out. But the thing of it is, if you lock it into the peg, man, good luck. You're going to be spending some time pulling them out of the pegs. I don't know why it was like that. Maybe it was just something in a factory, but it is just crazy, and it is a pain in the ass, especially if you're just breaking out the figure for the first time. I really thought I was going to break this thing during the review, and it sucks because it's a feature that they give you. They give you swappable arms so you can have those seamless arms. So they should have made it in a way where it was easier to pull those arms in and out. They could have used the magnetic system like InArt does or something, but I don't know why they decided to go with the pegs, but it is hard as hell to get those arms out of the pegs. And that's what kind of makes it a problem with a real great figure. Number 3, 1989 Batman, the reissue 2.0. Look, great figure. We reviewed it on this channel. A lot of people have it in hand now, and it goes great with their Batmobiles, and all is right in the world. But when that figure first released, y'all remember what everybody was talking. Y'all remember that shit? Everybody was talking about the bumps and the lumps and the bumps all on the suit. Why does this have this much texture? It didn't have this much texture on the DX09. Why is it on this one? And it didn't. It's not accurate. It's not accurate. It isn't. Don't know why Hot Toys did that, but it is a little problem. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but when people were seeing it under harsh light and they were seeing it in blogger photos or in early reviews, a lot of people had a lot of shit to say about it. They weren't happy about it. They were not. Another thing with this figure, the likeness. Yes, the likeness, even though it's a great looking figure, the likeness to Michael Keaton isn't as strong as it was in the DX09, which kind of sucks, really does. But as a figure, it is a better figure. It is a way better figure than the DX09. It is. The posing on this one is way better. The joints, it actually has ratcheted joints in the legs. Not much, but there's a little bit of ratcheted joints there, whereas the DX09 didn't have any at all. And it does look good. It's a good looking figure. But as I said, it has its problems with the likeness not being as close as the DX09 was, and the lumps and bumps texture all throughout the suit. So great figure, but this is one thing that kind of, It's one thing to look out for if you're going to buy this. Okay, at number 2, we have InArt's Gandalf. Now look, this figure is practically perfect. Practically perfect. Has a problem. It has a problem. Well, it has 2 problems. The first problem, the damn magnetic wrist pegs. Oh my god, this thing can barely hold his sword. I mean, he can barely hold his sword up. Seriously, I don't know why the magnets are so weak in the wrist pegs with the hands. The hands can barely hold up the die-cast sword. It's like, if you're gonna give us die-cast weapons and die-cast accessories, you need strong enough magnets to hold that shit in place, because I've seen pictures where, you know, he's holding the sword like this, his wrist is looking all afflicted and whatnot. So it's just a big problem with that figure. And I mean, I just don't know why they couldn't. I don't know why. It's probably the reason why a lot of their figures now, they're like, they have moved into, like, you know, just using standard pegs, because the peg system on that particular piece just God, it just doesn't work. It does not work. You have to, I mean, you can get it to work, but if you just look at it the wrong way, he'll hold the sword like this, you'll look at it the wrong way, and he'll be holding it like that, just like that. And it's a pain in the ass, especially when you're posing it. Another thing, the magnetic base. Oh my god, the magnetic base. He does stand on it, but once again, you got to make sure those knees and everything are locked into place, and his ankle pegs are just in the right position, because if it's not, he's going to fall over, bro. He's going to fall over. And it's just a damn shame, because the magnetic bases are great. They're a great idea if they're executed well. But with my particular copy, he stands on the base, but it just, you're really limited. You're really limited. So like I said, a great figure, but just those 2 problems right there kind of, you know, take it down a peg. Okay, so at number 1, everybody's favorite, this figure is probably going to be on a lot of people's best of list this year, and that is going to be InArt. Yes, another InArt figure, InArt Superman. Now, the problem with this figure is the exact opposite from Gandalf. The wrist pegs are too hard to pull out. It's like, damn it. I don't know what InArt was thinking with this one, because the wrist pegs are, I mean, they're so damn tight on the hands. So I don't even want to change out the hands. I don't. I did it for, I mean, and then also the material of the suit is so damn thin. So when you're trying to pull the wrist pegs out, it's like it moves around and everything. And it's just a pain in the ass. You will scream. You will yell. You will be tempted to throw the damn figure across the damn room. Seriously. All the shit that I was going through when I was doing my review on it, my god. But yeah, it's that's the thing. And besides that, it's practically perfect. It's a perfect figure. It looks great, but those damn wrist pegs are just hard as hell to pull out. It's like they listened to all the feedback from Gandalf, and they were like, okay, let's make the wrist pegs super tight this time. No, absolutely, because now you can't get him out to do other poses, and you want to have him use the staff and, you know, also hold Batman's mask and all that cool shit. But you can't do that because the wrist pegs are so damn tight. It's ridiculous and frustrating. Can you tell that I'm frustrated? Yes, I'm frustrated. Hope that, you know, on future releases that they learn from that and they're able to have a happy medium somewhere with that. And the funny thing is, he doesn't even come with any damn diecast shit. That's the thing. He doesn't come with any diecast parts, but they made the wrist pegs super duper tight for Superman. So I don't know, but yeah, that's it. That's number 1. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the day. Once again, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications. I'll see you next time. Deuces.